Hey guys, so today we're going over a drug. I kind of wrote like half of it, but then my prayer alarm went off, so we are not going to be, well, I guess I've written half of it, but I'm just going to explain it and then go over it again. So we're going to start. The drug that we're going to be talking about today is an EMT basic drug called ondansetron. I still can't, I've said it like 5 times in the last like 10 minutes, still can't get it right. Ondansetron. Brand name Zofran. Main indication is, actually only indication is nausea, vomiting. Where's my stick? I need my stick. Hold up. Actually, I don't think I actually need my stick, but I just like this thing I found. So the class is an antiemetic, and antiemetic should sound somewhat familiar from emesis. So against, emesis, and ic means like related to or referencing. The main reason this works is not super well understood, but it has something to do with blocking your serotonin receptors. So serotonin does a whole lot of things that I don't understand in your brain. However, we're not really talking about the brain. We're talking about your gut, and we're talking about the effect of nausea and vomiting. So in your body, generally, serotonin does some simpler stuff. It helps with gut motility, so that's peristalsis. That's the thing where, I can't really point this out myself, but it's going through your colon. That's the movement of the colon, and also just the gastrointestinal tract in general, just that like pushing movement that moves the bolus of food throughout your GI tract. And then it's also responsible, serotonin is responsible for feelings of nausea and vomiting when you eat some bad stuff. So indications: nausea, vomiting, PO, these are the pharmacokinetics, so just how the drug works and how long it takes to actually start working. So PO is per os in Latin. It means by mouth. It's an ODT, which is orally dissolvable tablet. You give it to them, you tell them to just have it in their mouth, wait for it to dissolve, should dissolve very fast. However, we're going to see one of the side effects of the first time you give it is dry mouth. They might already have a dry mouth, and so you need to encourage them not to just like chew on it. Let them have it dissolve and then swallow. But yeah, so you actually have receptors near your mouth that are fast reacting to your brain. So it's better for you to let them dissolve it in their mouth, so it's a bit quicker acting. But onset 5 to 10 minutes, and duration in general is 4 to 6 hours. So it takes a little bit of time. It's a bit one of the slower drugs compared to like something like epinephrine. But contraindications: allergies, hypersensitivity. In any case where they have a bad reaction to it, I believe allergies are just a very bad form of hypersensitivity. And hypersensitive, hopefully that makes sense. They're sensitive to the drug. Allergies, extreme hypersensitivity due to weird immune function. And then child under 1 month. That is not super legible, but it says you don't give it to children that are under 1 month of age. So side effects: gastrointestinal, you have constipation, diarrhea, and dry mouth. And for central nervous system, you had, that says headache. Yeah, it does. I can't read my own handwriting sometimes. It says headache, visual disturbances. Oh my goodness, that is, see, when I said it last time, before my alarm went off, I actually said what I was writing. So headache, visual disturbances, and dizziness. And I might just read the rest of these off. So cardiovascular side effects are cardiac dysrhythmias, which is just problems with your heart's normal rhythm and that whole electrical cycle. We're not going to get into that right now, but just any problems with your heart's regular function, and hypotension. And then finally, for respiratory side effects, it can cause hiccups. And that is most of it, but we have to go over administration. There's some special considerations for administration. So for patients that are between 8 and 15 kilograms, you break the tablet in half. So usually it's 4 milligrams, but if they are small, so 8 to 15 kilograms, you break it in half and you give them 1/2 of it. Also, if there's no change, if they're refractory, if there's no changes, you're not getting the expected effect of decreased feelings of nausea and vomiting. After 20 minutes, you can give the full dose again, or once again, if they're 18 to 15 kilograms, you can give the other half of that tablet. And finally, just a note, the ODT is obviously meant to be like dissolved, so it's going to be very fragile. So when you're taking it out of the case, make sure to be gentle when you're taking off the seal and all of that, so you don't break it. And yeah, I think that's everything actually. That was not that long. It's not a super complicated drug. There's not a whole lot to it. But yeah, that is Ondansetron. Nope, that is not. It's Zofran. It's Zofran. That's what we're going to call it. So thank you for watching, guys. God bless.